In this clip, I'm working with 2 students using fluency phrases. They're just beginning to decode, and fluency phrases are a nice way for them to work with just a small number of words and to read them fluently. So they're really nice for them not to have the whole cognitive load of a sentence. And they're also great because when we read, we do group words together in phrases. And so it begins that skill for students. So you'll see that I've started with 4 phrases with them. We read the phrase together, and then I have them look at me and say the phrase out loud. This is to help them know that when we read fluently, we read at a pace that we would use for talking. So in the activity, I have them read the phrase, we get it fluent, then I shuffle them, turn them over. Sometimes I read them and they hand them to me. And those activities are just to keep them engaged and enjoying the activity while they do quite a bit of repeated reading. Sometimes when we use phrases at the beginning, it looks like students are just memorizing them. In this activity, I have 4 phrases, but if I worked with them again tomorrow, I would add another phrase, and then the next day another till I had 6 phrases. Once those are fluent, then I would start switching them out with new phrases. So even if they memorize the first few phrases, after a while they'll just be too many to memorize, and then they'll have to read the words. Okay, today we're going to work with our fluency cards, and we're going to do a couple activities with them. Okay, so I know you've already seen these, but we're going to read them together. So when I put one on the table, can you read it together? So let's do this one.
Rats on a sack.
Good. So when we read, we want to read in a way that we're talking. So let's read this one more time.
Rats on a sack.
Okay, so can you look at me and can you say, rats on a sack?
Rats on a sack.
Good. Now let's try reading it that way. Rats on a sack. Good job. Let's do the next one. Run
to the den.
Okay. So a den is like the living room. It's where you're like maybe your TV and your couch is. That's called a den. Or sometimes people study in their den, so there might be a desk in there as well. So let's read that one more time.
Run to the den.
Good. And now can you look at me and say that? Run to the den. Say it again. Run to the den. Now let's read it. Run to the den. Good job. Here's our third one.
A pup in the mud.
So pup is short for puppy. Let's read that again. A pup in the mud. Okay, look at me. How would we say that?
A pup in the mud.
Would you say it a pup in the mud, or would you say a pup in the mud?
A pup in the mud.
A pup in the mud. Okay, let's try reading it that way. A pup in the mud. And here's our last one. Mugs and cups. So how would we say that? Mugs and cups. Mugs and cups. Try that. Mugs and cups. Now let's read it. Mugs and cups. Good job. Now I'm going to mix them up. Okay, let's try it again. Can you see Dominic?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. A pup in the mud. Rats on a sack. Mugs and cups. Run to the den. Good job. Should we mix it one more time? You're getting very good at these phrases. Okay, here we go.
Mugs and cups.
A pup in the mud. Run to the den. Rats on a sack. Oh, very good. Okay, I'm going to mix them up so you can't see. And then you can take turns turning them over. Would you like to do the first one?
No, thank you.
Well, you can turn it over, but you don't have to read it by yourself.
Okay.
So when you turn it over, you can say, let's read it together or by yourself. What do you think?
Read it together.
Okay, let's read it together. Here we go. A pup in the mud. Okay, your turn. would you like us to read
Run
it?
to the den.
Okay, now can you do it really smoothly?
Run to the den.
Excellent. Excellent. Your turn. Okay, let's...
Mugs and cups.
You did that one all by yourself. Good job. And you have the last one?
Rats on a sack.
Good. Let's try that all together. Rats on a sack. Okay, now to end our game, I'm going to read the phrase and I want you to find it and take it out of the pile, okay? A pup in the mud. Good job. Okay, you can take the next one. Rats on a sack. Good. Run to the den. And our last one, let's say it as we take it. Mugs and cups. Good job. Thank you for that word.